所以说这边也是一样的，左这边我是刚才走那边，
对，
走这个小也是一样，你就锁定 GPS 定位啊，我的定位我的脚要走到那边，所以进去手，我两个脚说实话，哇，就想着把那两个脚推都没有。
For Sanda competition, there's no knees and elbows like there is in Muay Thai, but then we have the wrestling.
假如说我是锁到这里，
对，
你可以退脚。
If I try and pull back, you say, if I try and pull back, I'm just going to make it worse.
所以说这就很困难了。
啊，对。
所以说你。
可是这个再说一次。
好的，你看我第一步就要锁到你这里。
See this now if I take a step back, I'm going to fall.
Yes.
对。
这样就能看，一方一底。哇，有利于你那个摔。
对，很好。哇。
I think it's really good to study, all forms of kickboxing.
Kung Lee, because I was training here, I got really interested in Kung Lee and I went and looked up his videos. I was amazed at how good Kung Lee is. And I want to apologize to him because I think I said something bad about him in an article once, like years ago. But no, man, he's amazing. And I think he maybe is even undefeated in Sanda. But anyway, he was a champion, a multi-time champion, and he had been a wrestling champion. And his #1 Sanda technique is the suplex, but he does a real suplex.
He does it with the arms wrapped around. Boom!
Boom! And you back bridge, and he back bridges and puts the opponent's head on the mat back there. And I actually saw one where they actually just stopped the fight and they just gave him all the points.
Yeah.
The guy wasn't dead or anything, but they were just like, we'll just give you all the points. Like,
the amazing thing is he made it look so easy.
Yeah.
It was like he was throwing around like a rag doll.
He's unbelievable.
It's like a breakdancing thing.
像之前的话，你们有可能就直接打到这里，像这样去跑，很难。人家会退。
So sometimes you come in here, you go for the 2 legs, and if he starts, getting away, then you just step around the corner with the other leg.
再加上他会防守呀，如果我这样像你可以第一反应往后推，这样更加难。所以说，要不进，我进我就把你推路锁死，我一进来就把你锁死，这个就难到。
I have a lot of respect for the Sanda, and then when I was in Malaysia, I saw a fight. It was China versus the world, and 5 Sanda fighters from China came to Malaysia, and they were fighting against the Muay Thai guys. And the problem with Muay Thai is that it has exactly one rhythm, bam, bam. There's like this one rhythm, and they can only do one thing, and it's they mostly just throw that big leg kick. And then Sanda guys, a lot of times the Sanda guy would even lose maybe the first round, but then he'd change, he'd adjust. They tried different strategies.
Right.
And in Muay Thai, they didn't have another strategy, and it just got like ridiculous at some point. Like one of the best Muay Thai fighters in Malaysia was, and you could just see like it wasn't working, and he just had nothing else to go to.
Well, even we've known guys that over here, Muay Thai champions that come over here, and the main thing is they lose because of the sweeps.
Yeah,
they wait for the big roundhouse, and they're not used to being caught and thrown. But it's sort of what you were saying about the same rhythm. It's actually Jeff and I work on that. It's you change your rhythm based off of what you're doing. Maybe you relax a little bit, then you're in, and then you're out. And not to sound like cheesy, but it's kind of like Bruce Lee, the broken rhythm, right? So it's kind of like if you're constantly the same thing all the time, you become static.
下次打 MMA 就是想着把人家的后路给断死，千万不要给他有后退的机会。
对。
你只要稍微你可以感受一下，你做我的手，假如说打到这个地方。你打到这个地方，我还得退，这个脚还得退，你就不好做了。
可是这里，
对这个地方，你看我可以侧过来，我可以侧出来，看到没？我可以侧出来，轻的按住 MMA 吧。对。所以说你必须怎么看？走到我这个后脚，把我2个脚都锁死。好了，这个就困难，这个困难。然后用你的肩膀，你看我进来的时候。我是这样捆住你的，不是说这样离开你的。
对，
懂吗？
对。So you're saying it's really important to put your shoulder into his body.
对，你看进来的时候，你看锁2个脚，对，这就
这样子。
再过来一点，脚再过来一点，再锁到我后面，对，脚再锁到我后面，对，这逼倒，懂吗？
对。
等于说不要站在他边路，这旁边人家还可以侧那个脚，我这个脚要达到这里，看到没？
哇，很大。
过你的中间。看到没？这个捆过来，你手上有力量，看到没？在我肩膀一靠。
对。So what he's doing is bam, and he's stepping like all the way behind the guy. I mean, you really.
没有，抱着他的大腿。
大腿吗？
对，然后固定死对。好的。
And we're losing our balance.
Now for Chinese wrestling, there's only one technique where you're allowed to put your knee on the floor. And it's like this. If I was in here and I can't get him down, right? Or if I'm here and I can't get him down, I'm allowed to bring my leg here. And I just do this.
That's allowed?
Yeah, it's the only one. Chinese wrestling is the only one where you're allowed to touch your knee on the ground. The thing about Chinese wrestling is a lot of techniques where you brace the knee, like the technique I just showed you a minute ago. There's a lot of techniques where I'm going to push on the knee with my hand and I can take him down. And actually, there's even one right here, like bam, bam, bam. I'm here, I'm trying to get him here. You know, we're wrestling around here, and then I can push on his knee here with my hand. I can take him down. But you got to make sure to clear the arm. In MMA, you have to clear that arm. So from here, I'm pulling here, and we're wrestling. I just push right here on his side of his knee. Boom, boom, boom. I would just ride him down like that. Try and keep him sort of face down on the mat. What's the side kick? The side kick's the most powerful kick in Sanda. He is 56 kilograms, and you look at the power he's generating in that side kick. It's amazing. And the lead side kick is used like a jab. So every time I want to come in, he's going to side kick me, and that's his jab, and that's how he measures. But he can also like really hurt you. But anyway, for me, if you're an MMA fighter and you want to come in on a Muay Thai guy and he throws a roundhouse, okay, you can either catch it or you can just freaking eat it. Just kick and ouch, that hurts so bad. Oh, and you know, and then take him down and finish the fight. But the problem for the Sanda, if I want to eat that side kick, side kick, I'm going to eat it probably on my face. You know, if I start coming down and I'm trying to come in, or if I try and jam a side kick, like he side kicks, and I go in, I'm increasing the power. Whereas with the round kick, he throws a round kick, I go in, maybe it will have no power or less power. But the side kick, I go in, I'm running right into the power. And that's the whole problem with the side kick. So I mean, the Chinese technique is that the side kick comes and you gotta like scoop it out of the way, and then you can go in. But it's not easy. And I've seen it in practice. I've been hit like in the forearm. Trying to sweep it around, I get hit in the forearm, and I can imagine in a real fight, like, you can break your arm.
Yeah. And Jeff's extremely good at the even going backwards. Like sometimes I'll get the chase on him and I'm going forward, and he'll be going backwards, and boom!
Yeah.
It's incredible they can be going backwards and then throw the power forward.
Yeah, it's really nuts. It's really nuts. So actually, I call that the riddle of the side kick. So I got 3 years.
3 years to learn to go backwards.
I'm going to be 3 more years here, so I got 3 years to settle the rhythm.
Yeah. A lot of it has to do with just the flexibility. A lot of these guys have been in, like, even if they started in Kung Fu training schools as kids, you know, they've been stretching their whole lives like that hip flexibility. Like for me, now I can bring it up here, right? But when I first started, I was like this, you know, or, you know, as I call it, the Jim Kelly sidekick from Enter the Dragon, where it's like this, you know, but they bring the knee up, boom, this way.
So I try and get this foot between my legs, and I get in close. Look at this.
Yeah, good.
From my wrestling, from Chinese wrestling, right, what I can do is, if I can get past, all I got to do, I got to get past this foot, then I can go through the lift.
Good.
Okay, so he kicks, boom, I catch, he's defending. Okay, I just get past the foot any way I can. I just push it out of the way, I get past it, I just take him around the waist, I lift, boom. Chinese wrestling technique. The other one, Chinese wrestling technique, he kicks, he bends the leg. Now, from here, if I get his other leg, look at this, it just takes a little bit. My hand just braces. I just brace his knee right here. Boom. I just brace. It's just a little bit. You don't have to do too much. If you try and like push on the back of his knee, you can't really do it. It takes a lot of power. If you're going to try and push the back of his knee and make him fall, it takes a lot of power. But if I get in here and look, my shoulder on here, I can just drive in. And the other thing I can do, is, if you watch my right foot, I just put my right foot right here, and now I just drive. Take him right down.